Mobile games. What was once meant to be for developers to make simple games for us to play in the toilets has become the largest moneymaker in the video game industry, filled with the brim with microtransactions and other incendiary monetization systems. Neon Falcon is no stranger to the world of mobile games. Despite never developing one, they have licensed the Trail series to many various small developers over the years. This video will be a quick look at some of these forgotten mobile games over the years. The first game on the list was The Legend of Heroes Yom Nogasaki. Uh, I'm going to mispronounce these really badly, I'm sorry for that. This was developed by Vanguard Co. Limited in 2013 in Japan. The game mostly seems to be use of old assets of the Trails of the Sky trilogy, and based on the screenshots I have, the gameplay generally seems to be like most mobile games where it's an auto battle system where you just have to position your characters in the right way while they actually do the fighting themselves. The game itself was not a major success as it was removed from the App Store just a year later. In 2018, oh jeez, this is gonna be bad. Shincho Limited released Sono no Kaseki Kazama. The game was described as a card battle system where you guessed it, you place characters on the grid on an auto battle system. Honestly, this is the worst looking game of all the titles, just with its general art style. Though I do have to give them credit for actually making original art assets, even though they're actually utter shit. This developer would go on to release another game in 2019 called Trails in the Sky. OL, or Alley, I don't know how to pronounce that. This actually looks like the most polished out of all these three titles. The game itself actually has four original characters to play as, even if they do look like clones of existing characters. Like this dude right here just looks like Green if he was mixed with Laura's dad, and that girl's just Elisa. I really can't tell what the gameplay was supposed to be based off these images, but it looks like a sorry, turn-based battle system more in line with the main traditional Trails games. Of course, these aren't the only ones. The most famous one that released in 2016 was Aka Nagasaki, or as it's referred to in Trails of Reverie as Trails of Sunrise. This was developed by User Joy Technology in partnership with Falcon, and I know it's not technically a mobile game as it was released on browsers first, but it was later ported to Android and iOS, and did see releases on PlayStation Vita, PS4, and Switch. The gameplay is incredibly similar to that of the Cold Steel games, like literally down to the exact same UI. Um, the game was the most successful of all of Falcon's mobile titles, as was it lasted for nearly a decade from 2016 to 2024 with countless updates. This game itself also might be the only possibly canonical game from all these mobile titles. Well, except for the last one, but we'll get to that. As while it's confirmed that the plot of these games are not canon, it's implied that the new line of characters that they introduce and the information we get about its setting, the Principality of Lamfaria, do exist within the main timeline. Um, Eventually, though, the game would be discontinued in 2024 after they finished its main story, and User Joy Technology moved on to a new Trails game. This would be the mobile adaptation of the Trails of Cold Steel Northern War anime that they released in 2023. For some reason, this game actually released in Western markets, so I was able to play it. And yeah, it's just mobile bullshit of being an auto battle system, and the game had notoriously bad localization. Like, they just mixed people's titles, like somehow Elliot became the Icy Maiden, which is hilarious, but like, did you no one bothered to background check that? Um, but yeah, the game was not that great. I played it for like a month just to get some character rewards, and then I just stopped. So that's basically it for the main line for the various Trails mobile games throughout. years. It would not surprise me that they would make more of these games in the future as the series increasingly gets more popular. Whether or not Falcon sticks with User Joy technology as the main mobile developer or move on to something else will really depend on how successful the series comes in the future. Um, Sorry. Now, of course, there are other Falcon mobile games, especially like the ones of Ease, which I could do another video on personally. Like the whole what the heck happened with Ease 8 Mobile is very interesting, and if you guys like to see that, I will do that. But until then, see ya.